Hi, welcome to the show. Tonight's guest is Christopher Hart, also known as The Thing from the Addams Family. And he's also a magician. So check out our interview. Welcome to the Red Booth. Today we have Christopher Hart. Christopher was a very special character in the Addams Family, and that was The Thing. That's right.
Correct. Here he is. Hold on.
The hands.
Hold on. Here he is.
Oh my God, there it is.
There he is. This is the real one. Now it looks different with all the makeup and effects, but that's him. He's excited. He's excited to be here, Kimberly.
That's amazing.
He's a little nervous.
Oh my God, look at that.
He's a beautiful woman. He can't handle it.
That's really cool. And you're also a magician, right?
A magician, yes.
Yes.
I've done. I've got a very famous hand, as you know, from Addams Family.
That's right. Your famous hand.
My hand is actually the talented part of my body. My hand's been in like 6 films, and I've been in none.
Really?
It's very strange.
6 films, not just Addams Family.
3 Addams Family movies. I did Idle Hands. You ever see Idle Hands?
No.
It was a horror movie, and my
I remember
hand,
that. I remember hearing about that.
It wasn't huge in the theaters, but it became a cult favorite among like college students, and but I played an evil hand, and I killed people. It was kind of.
That's amazing.
But I like Thing. He's very friendly. He's a happy, friendly hand.
Thing is more friendly, yeah.
Yep.
There was actually an old movie called The Hand.
You are correct.
I remember that. I watched it, and it scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I collected for a long time just different hand movies that were there, and there was a Michael Caine one with the hand and gets cut off. And,
yeah. And then the hand would like go and murder people?
Yeah, same idea in Idle Hands. It was this hand became possessed on this kid, and then he cut off his hand, and it went and killed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, there's a long history of hand horror movies. And
yeah, in Addams Family. But it was all related to me being a magician. I couldn't have done that role if I wasn't a magician.
Because you have so many...
Because it takes so much dexterity. I mean,
Agile.
people don't realize... A lot of people think that... doing the hand is just like a movie effect, green screen thing. And I did green screen for some music videos for like MC Hammer and Michael Jackson, different things that promote the film.
You did the hand?
I did for like music videos. But in the movie, it took me 4 months to shoot because they actually took 2 hours to make it, put a little rubber stump on my hand.
Oh.
And then I shoot this film with all the real actors.
Uh-huh.
And I step out and they shoot it again, so they have a background plate, it's called. So they erase my body and then they fill in the hole. So... it took 4 months. It's very technical. Just all the rolling me down a street on a cart with my hand in front of me so I don't have a shadow on my hand. And that's the hard part. And then I got to keep within the camera length. And yeah, it's tricky.
That sounds like fun, though.
It's not easy being a hand. It's very hard work. Yes. But being a magician helped. Yeah, I had to.
Yeah, because you have to be so you have to have so much dexterity, I guess, and like be able to do a lot of things.
Yeah, and in the movie, before I got the role, the director and producer gave me an interview because not only did you have to have the skills, but you had to have the right temperament because I would literally be under tables for hours with my hand above my head through a hole in the table. So I told the director that no, it's not a problem. I'm used to it as a magician. You look in a mirror and you're doing the same movement over and over and over to practice. It's repetitious. So this was easy for me, not difficult.
Wow,
that part.
Yeah.
But imagine my first day of shooting. They cut a hole in the tabletop, and I'm underneath it, and they put a hole through it, and my hand comes through, and then the set decorator comes and masks all that, and then I'm under there with a little TV monitor so I can see what the camera sees, and it's a chess scene with Raul Julia where I'm playing chess, and then 30 minutes of me
That's
going.
So cool.
Well, yeah, and it takes forever, and then they bring in the actors. Now my hand, all the blood's rushed out, so my hand is numb. And now I got to look at a little TV monitor and move this chess piece. So that was the hard part. But
oh man.
Anyway.
So your hand would sort of fall asleep.
I'd fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep on the job. And
do you have advice for me if I was going to do the thing?
Well,
I have too long of nails, I think.
No, it's good. There was actually a female hand in the movie for a brief moment.
There was.
Yeah, very little interaction.
That's really funny.
But you know what? In the script, what was great for me is that the script would just say thing scampers to the door, thing runs across the street.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it said. It didn't have any real direction. So I had to come up with like funny ways to slide or react. How, you know, he's maybe a happy little, like a little puppy.
Yeah.
Because the hands have no eyes. You know, you see every Disney cartoon, like a toaster that talks or a car.
Yeah.
Always eyes pop up, right? That's where the soul of the
emotion
character is.
or
The emotion, right?
right.
So a hand doesn't have eyes, so you can only do it kind of with your action with somebody, or so. So if you put your hand up there, and I'll show you some basic things.
All right.
So if you want to look around, you got to imagine your eyes, so you're kind of looking, right? And then if I was coming up to you and I was a little nervous, I'd be a little nervous. So you're right. So there you go. See? Now you're scaring me.
That's awesome.
Hand acting 101.
Thank you. I've just got my first lesson, and I'm gonna definitely apply for the next Addams Family female
Right.
hand part. I think coming up soon.
Good. I like it. I like it.
I hope they do some more of those. I think that was a great series.
I wish they would, because maybe they'll do it. They did the musical. I don't know if you ever saw that. That's what's great about. Even though I did the movies a long time ago with Raul Julia and
I know he's passed away now.
He's passed away sadly, but that wouldn't stop Hollywood from making another one. But I still talk about it because it's such an iconic character. And they had the Broadway show and the touring show, and I saw the one in New York and I saw the one in L.A. and which was a lot of fun. They didn't have really Thing in it much though, because the producers of that show.
That'd be kind of hard to do that.
Well, no, it wouldn't actually. I tried to pitch the producers the idea of Thing coming out of a box in the show and appearing different places, but they, usually what happens with producers, they want to do their own version and nothing like the movie. They want to put their own stamp,
right.
So it's hard to they go, oh, well, no, you were in the movie, we want to do our own version, but they also based it on the Charles Addams cartoons, which only one scene with Thing in that. So.
Oh, okay.
But.
That's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my little claim to fame with my hand. But
that's great.
Yeah.
So how did you get the part in the beginning?
Again, being a magician, I've been a magician since I was a kid. I did stamp collecting, coin collecting, but I got bored with that. And magic was the first thing that intrigued me because there was so much to learn, and it was like a mysterious art form. Should I show you a trick?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Let's do that.
You know what I was thinking today? I know this is sort of, magicians usually don't do this, but I love magic, and now everybody, you have to see a magician for the first time somewhere, right? I saw a magician on TV. It inspired me to be a magician.
Yeah.
So I try and be the guy that I saw when I was a kid. So I'll show you a trick, and then I thought I could teach you a trick, and then your viewers will get to learn a little trick and maybe inspire the next 9-year-old boy that's watching your show and become a magician.
That's great.
And a famous hand. Well, it's okay. I like to do things, everybody loves things with regular objects, right?
Okay.
So this is a rubber band.
Okay.
Yes. And this is a rubber band. Should I have you check that out? You can check that out. Yeah. Completely normal.
Is it a magical rubber band?
It's a very magical rubber band.
Okay.
I'm going to do this camera here.
Okay.
I'm going to ignore you for a second so the camera can see. This goes around. Has this happened to you before where your hands get caught with rubber bands? Yes? No. It has never.
No.
This happens to me all the time. I'm embarrassed and I get stuck there for hours. I figure out a way to separate them. You pull and you push at the exact same time. And when you do that, you find that they come apart. They just come apart. It's very strange how that works.
Yes.
Learn that. It's fun.
Right.
Become a magician.
That's very cool. Thank you for showing me some tricks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show.
All right, Kimberly.
Is there anything that you would like to let the audience know about for them to check out for you?
I'm currently technical advisor, magic supervisor for a show at the Falcon Theater, which is owned by Gary Marshall in Toluca Lake. And there's a show called The Last Act of Lilka Kattison. Beautiful Jewish story tale, very touching. It makes me actually cry every time I see the rehearsals. It's really moving. But the character in the show is sort of a magician of sorts, so he does half a dozen magic tricks. And I've been teaching him how to do that. So come and see it. It's, I think, appearing all next month.
Thanks for watching Christopher Hart on
The Red Booth.